Hi, welcome back. We're jumping right into the video. I'm just taking Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and that's what I'll be using today to do my eyebrows. And the brush is also from Anastasia Beverly Hills.
So when I do my eyebrows, I try to not look at doing like this, so up close. I try to do it from far away because I feel like that's how most people look at you, right? They're looking at you from this distance, not right here. Then sometimes I feel like my eyebrow shape can come out differently if I'm doing it so up close to here rather than looking at the rather than looking at the bigger picture per se. But I'm gonna zoom in for tutorial purposes. I actually have friends, I guess. Somebody wants to text me. All right, so you saw me take off the excess, and I'm gonna do this brow first because that is my problem child. That is the eyebrow that never wants to comply. So I'm starting off maybe like 3/4 of the way, and first I'm just outlining my eyebrow. I'm not putting a crazy amount of pressure on it, and I think I need to do more dip brow. I didn't get it enough. And remember that everybody does their eyebrows differently. This is just what works for me. But some people really need to clean up their eyebrows, man. Okay. All right, so then I just back up a little and I'm seeing how it's looking. Okay. Now, my eyebrows personally, my hairs are much lighter up towards the top right here than the rest of my brow. So you can't really see unless I really get up close. You can see I have really thin hairs. So my shape, when I do go ahead to do my shape, the color looks a little off. So I really try to match the darker color to when I fill up here because these hairs are just so much lighter. Also, the thing with eyebrows is you just have to take your time. Do not rush. When people look at your, at least when I look at people, that is the first thing I notice is their eyebrows. I feel like your eyebrows frame your whole face. I feel like people's eyebrows says a lot about them. Okay. So now I'm going into this area a little further more. I didn't add any more product. I'm just going in. Again, I'm just following my shape, following all the little light hairs, following all the little sparse hairs I have. Okay. And then once I get to here is where I use the least amount of pressure because I want it to look lighter, right? Because that's where your hairs are a little lighter. Now this area right here for me is always a little issue. I have to add a little more product because again, my hairs are very light. But I'm still trying to keep my natural shape. So I'm taking a little more product. Okay, and I'm going back in. My mirror is far away from me. And again, I'm gonna kind of go 3/4 of the way because I don't want it to be too harsh. So I'm just going back in to the outline process and I'm adding a little bit more darkness right here. See, it looks much better. I filled it in a little more. Okay. after I filled in my brows and I want to get a little bit more shape up here, that's when I kind of just go across with my brush and just follow my shape to get the arch a little better. I like my arches a little bit higher. I could have left it how it was, but again, I'm following. I personally like to have all of my little hairs filled in. I don't like it when I do my eyebrows and there's some little like hairs that don't get filled in, but hey, everybody is different. And now whatever product I have left on the brush, I'm just using it on the rest of my eyebrows. Like so, and then there it is. There's my eyebrow. Your eyebrows are always gonna look different to anybody else's eyebrows. Do not compare your eyebrow to everybody else's eyebrow. Everybody has different eyebrow shapes. Of course, if you wanna get it to look similar, that is why we use makeup, so that we can change the way our eyebrows look. If you want it to look like somebody else, if you wanna look like Kim Kardashian, I don't know, man. But me, I personally do like my eyebrow shape, and I've never changed it except when I was young and I overly plucked my eyebrows like everybody else. Insert picture here. And yeah, man. Now I'm gonna be taking, hello? Now I'm gonna be taking the concealer I usually use, which is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I'm gonna take that, and I'm taking a small, this is eyeliner brush, but I don't really think it's eyeliner brush. It's just an e.l.f. like flat brush like this. I think it was like $1 or something. So I'm just taking a little bit on my brush here, and we're gonna go ahead and carve out the brow. You can also, sometimes I use my foundation, it just depends. If I really want my eyebrow highlight to pop more, it just depends. So now I start off a little below my brow because this product is pretty heavy, so I don't want to put it right underneath my brow in case something, unless I get someone on my brow, you know, it's happened to me before. So I'm just, again, following that shape to clean up. The point of this is to make your eyebrows look a little bit more chiseled, just carved out, and make them pop out. Just make them look cleaner, you know? It's like when you do a drawing and you're only drawing, you're trying to draw inside of the lines, you know? Okay. And then when I'm done doing this, I personally do not like to put more product on the brush. I just take whatever is there and I start cleaning the top of the brow. If you want to add more product, you can. That's up to you. But like I said, that's just my preference, because I don't like it. I don't know. It's just my preference. Okay, you clean it up, and then the cool thing about the brush is if you did your tail a little bit more thick than you wanted it to, you can always clean it up a little to make it a little more thinner, a little pointier. And there you go. That's how you do your eyebrows. I'm gonna go do the other eyebrow and do the rest of my makeup, and BRB. So I just filled my other eyebrow. I just filled it in, and I just wanted to note that your eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. Like I said, this one has always been my problem child. And this one is my favorite because this one has always been fuller, the shape has always been better, and with this one I have to fight a little more, but the cool thing about carving your eyebrows and cleaning them up is that it helps you get them both to match a little better. So what I do after I fill it and I'm cleaning it, I just take my mirror and I make sure that they look okay, that they look similar, not the same, similar. And if there's anything I need to clean up, I'll go ahead. Like I feel like this one is a little more thicker than this one. I think the arches are pretty good. And also this one, I have more hairs on top of my eyebrow, and this one I have more fuller hairs towards the bottom of my eyebrow. So it's hard. Eyebrows are hard. So I really take them very seriously because you can get up, man. Doing good eyebrows is not the easiest thing, but what really helps is practice, 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 practice. And if you don't like your eyebrow shape, I would highly suggest that you maybe use some of like the stencils, or you know, get ideas of like how you would like your eyebrow to look and see how you can do that to your eyebrows. Because I know there was a time where my eyebrows were super thin and I wanted them to be thick again like this. And I would overly fill them in so that they could be also getting your eyebrows threaded. I personally like to get them threaded rather than wax. If you get your eyebrows threaded, they give you a much better shape, and it helps shape your eyebrow so that when you go and fill it in, it's much easier. So I highly suggest that if you have trouble with your eyebrows. If you want to do your own after a few threads, once your little hairs start coming in, start plucking them, you know, so you could keep your shape, and then that way you can also learn how to do them yourself. So there's a lot of things you can do for your eyebrows, but I really suggest for people to get them threaded if they have difficulty in shaping their eyebrows.